sucks, and then you die.
Got him!
I was got, people. I was got. It was an embarrassing performance by my Dallas Cowboys. I'm shocked at what I saw tonight. It's not what I expected to see. I expected the Cowboys to come out hot, start fast. I'm not going to make excuses and blame it all on the coaches. They can only do so much, but I expected a better game plan, but I don't know what the game plan was. I expected Micah Parsons, the Lion. I expected him to come out and do something. He did next to nothing. He tried. He was like the Tasmanian devil, but he was just running around in circles. The Eagles know how to play Parsons, and apparently the Niners know how to play him yet again. Very, very disappointing performance. I'm actually shocked of how it happened, especially since we shit the bed 2 weeks ago against the Arizona Cardinals. I said then, if it happened once, was it going to happen again? No, I understand that the Niners are a good team. I totally understand that the Niners are a good team. And damn it, if it wasn't worse. I'm going to start on the offense. I'm just going to start on the offense. There's not much good, people. Start with the play calling. Didn't like it. I said what we needed to do was to come out and go no huddle, up tempo, take the defensive rush and the linebackers out of play. Instead, we were running right into the linebackers. I didn't like the scheme. It didn't seem like Dak was comfortable at all. And our offensive line, our offensive line was intact for the first time since Tyler Smith was drafted. And we kept saying, wow, we're waiting to see what this is going to be when they're intact. Well, we saw it. It wasn't impressive enough for me against the 49ers. Now, I've seen other teams move the ball on the 49ers, but they were amped as hell to play the Dallas Cowboys. And we get everybody's best game. That's the way it goes. We weren't man enough to do anything about it. Okay? So the offense, Dak Prescott, yeah, I'm questioning him against the 49ers. I'm questioning him in big games where we need him to step up and make a play. I question him. I love Dak. I love Dak Prescott. But I question him. You played like shit tonight, Dak. We needed you to keep us afloat. You ended up throwing 3 interceptions. As the game got worse, you got worse. Okay? I understand. You look at Brock Purdy, he's got a clean pocket. We couldn't get to him. And I'll get to the defense. But Dak Prescott, you weren't good enough today. Okay? And I got news for you and everybody and all the other Dak lovers. And I'm a Dak guy. They got Trey Lance for a reason. You will not get a new contract with the Dallas Cowboys. What they will do, Dallas will screw us next year, make him play under the 59 point whatever $1 million salary next year, and then he'll be gone. They'll cut him the following year. And they might go in a direction where they're going to just dump all the money into the team and go on the cheap at the quarterback like the Niners are doing with Brock Purdy. Now, the Niners, I don't know how long they can continue this because Brock Purdy's the real deal, people. He is. Shout out to the Eagles for being able to get to him into the playoffs last year and knocking him out. I said we need to get to Brock Purdy. We didn't sniff his jockstrap tonight. We didn't get close enough to him. Okay? Very, very disappointing. CeeDee Lamb. I didn't analyze it. I could pull it up, I guess. Let me see. Let's see what CD did. Let's see what CeeDee Lamb did. Now, I guess I should have had all this ready, but, a little annoyed. Very annoyed. Very, very annoyed. Let's see what the hell happened here. Friggin' embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. Box score. Here we go. All right, let's break down our offense. Dak Prescott, 14 for 24, 1 TD, 3 INTs. Not good enough. Tony Pollard, 8 rushes for 29 yards, 1 a long of 10, so that tells you he really did nothing, and a fumble. There's no sense running down anybody else. CeeDee Lamb, 4 for 49, no touchdowns. That's it. Tony Pollard, Ferguson. Brandon Cooks had 1 reception for 7 yards. Our stud receiver, Brandon Cooks, that everybody's been talking shit about how great he is. Well, we couldn't get him the ball. We could not get him the ball. Our lone touchdown was by Kevontae Turpin, who ended up getting hurt. What was the time of possession? What was the time of possession? That's what I want to know. But I'll get to our defense in due time, because that sucked ass as well. But we did nothing good tonight. We did absolutely nothing good tonight. Our field goal kicker made a 50-yarder. That's what we did. I really don't even want to analyze this anymore. The bottom line is, we weren't good. Dak needed to run the ball to loosen up the defense, and he didn't. Mike McCarthy's play calling was puzzling, but I'm not going to blame it on McCarthy. It comes down to execution. Back in the 90s, we would run the same running play. Everybody knew. Off tackle. Right. We had like 3 running plays. You just couldn't stop them. You watch the Eagles, you see their offensive line dominate the line of scrimmage. Tonight, I like our offensive line. It ain't the Eagles' offensive line. We didn't dominate shit tonight. Okay? We didn't dominate nothing. Terrence Steele. Olay letting Nick Bosa go right by him. Can't do it. You can't do it. Penalties. I'll get to the defense. Dak looked bad, people. I'm not going to make any more excuses for Dak. He could win the next 4 games in a blowout fashion. I've seen this story too many times. He needs to prove it over the long haul in a meaningful game. I said that going into the season, and I'll reiterate it now. Very, very embarrassing on offense. Very embarrassing. But, we defer. We defer. I was worried about this, but I figured if I had the choice, I would defer. Well, we deferred, kicked off, and they ran it right down our ass. And George Kittle had 3 touchdown passes tonight. And I guess nobody wanted to cover the tight ends, or anybody for that matter. Donovan Wilson did not play well at all. He missed all of training camp, and it showed. Donovan Wilson was not good. Micah Parsons, Mr. All-World, he gets more hype. And listen, I understand he's a great player, but it's games like this where you make your money. So don't tell me that you're a $35 million a year player if you can't do more than one quarterback pressure in this football game. He was not good. Lining up off sides. Donovan Wilson, face mask on the first drive. Dan Quinn got out coached. Dan Quinn got out coached by Mike Shanahan. Bad. Mike McCarthy got out coached by Mike Shanahan. The 49ers are better than the Dallas Cowboys. They're better now, and I don't have faith that they're not going to be better again if we see them in the playoffs. A lot can change. We suffered some injuries. We'll see the extent of it. We have a lot to learn from. I didn't see the fight that I wanted to see out of my team. Very disappointing. Eagles are 5-0. Eagles are a better team. Do I think we could beat the Eagles head-to-head? Sure I do. The Eagles' defense is not very good. But that being said, I don't have faith in our offense against them right now consistently. So I don't know what's going to happen. Is there a lot of games left? Yes, we're already 2 back. We're 1-0 in the division, but what does that really mean? If we're 2 back, then we can go 6-0. If we're 4 back, we ain't gonna catch them. Very, very embarrassing win. I don't know that I could say I feel comfortable going into next Monday night against the Chargers. After this display, I'm not gonna lie to you. I would lean towards the Chargers next week. Now, do I think we can win? Yeah, I do. But I'm leaning towards the Chargers. I don't have any faith in my team right now. I think we're gonna go into the bye at 3-3, and in a world of trouble. Is the year over? No. I think we're 3-2 right now. I think we lose next week to San Diego, or the LA Chargers. Excuse me. I hope I'm wrong. I hope we go and win, but I got news for you. If we win 40-10, I'm not going to be impressed. I'm not going to be overly excited. This game was a low blow to me. I'm just beside myself. This organization should be embarrassed. We heard all week from the owner, Jerry Jones, about this is a measuring stick. This is, the battle of the big boys. Yeah, there was only one big boy on the field tonight, and it wasn't the Dallas Cowboys. The big boy was the San Francisco 49ers. I'm sorry. As a lifelong Cowboy fan, I'm frustrated. I've never seen a team look this dominant, obviously against weak, horrible teams. That's the only explanation I have. We beat bad teams badly. Just because we beat them worse than some other team, who cares? They're still horrible teams. Now, I still think we're going to be a force to be reckoned with in the East. I saw Twiz running his mouth about, the East runs through Philly. Right now it does. There's a lot of football to be played. If I was the Eagles, I would be highly concerned of the future myself. But you're 5-0. You can flex a little bit. I'm not so much worried about winning the division. I just want to start playing good against good teams. So I'm not going to take anything out of nothing until we play the Eagles. We play, we have a tough, a schedule coming up. in the middle of the year. Everything I thought about this team, I question. I still think we're a talented team, but it's time to prove it against good teams, and we failed. We failed miserably. So there's not much more I could say about this horrendous loss. I'm sorry to all my Cowboys followers that I told them that we would win 30-24. It's embarrassing, actually. I'm going to get accused of being too negative. I will rush and go the other way. We deserve all the ripping that we're going to get tomorrow morning from Stephen A. Smith, from Shady McCoy, from everybody. I hope Michael Irvin lays into him. I hope they lay into Jerry Jones. I hope they lay into Mike McCarthy. I hope they lay into Dak Prescott. Fuck around and find out. Oh, we found out all right. We found out that we weren't ready for prime time. We found out that we weren't ready for prime time. Okay? We were reading the headlines. I don't know what we were. But Trent Williams is right. They came out and they smacked us in the mouth, and we looked like we didn't have an answer for it. And as a Cowboy fan, it hurts me because this is early on in the season. We can recover, but I don't know that we will. And then, Terrence Parsons comes out. I believe he's Micah's uncle. Terrence Parsons comes out and says, fire the GM. Trade everybody or blow up the team. This is Micah Parsons' uncle tweeting this out during the game. Embarrassed. Well, listen, Terrence, your son wants to make $35 million and wants to compare himself, or people want to compare him to Lawrence Taylor. I think we maybe should slow the roll right there. Maybe stop the podcast mid-season and focus on the X's and O's, because you didn't sniff the quarterback tonight. You had, that last I saw, you had one quarterback pressure, okay? That's not the Eagles' offensive line you played. That's a far inferior offensive line, and I know they were doubling you. Welcome to the big boys. That's what happens. You need to be better. You guys need to stop with the dead ball penalties, lining up in the neutral zone, false starting, personal fouls. It was just one screw up after the other. I have nothing positive to say, people, about what I just watched, other than I love my Cowboys. I have faith that they're going to turn it around in the long run, but I think they lose next week. I hope I'm wrong. I hope we go into the bye 4-2. I really do, because we need, if we want to stay close, we need to be 4-2. We're a game behind where I thought we were. I thought we'd be 4-1. I thought we were going to lose tonight, but I thought we would have beat Arizona. So instead, we're 3-2, looking up. Looking up. I just don't know what else to say, It's going to be a long season for me if this is how we're going to play. If we can't beat the Eagles and we can't beat the 49ers, this is why we're in. This is why I watch the games. It's about winning Super Bowls, people. Yeah, we've won 5, but it's been a long time. And once you get there, you get the taste for it. I don't even have the taste for the Super Bowl anymore. It's been so long. It's absolutely embarrassing. I apologize to my fellow Cowboy fans for that display. It was horrendous. Not good, people. I'll see everybody tomorrow. I will do a lunchtime chat from my mama's basement. I'll have more to say. Maybe I'll go live tomorrow. We'll break it down. Tomorrow night, me and Prime Time will break down this disaster of a Sunday night football game. I'm going to do this just because I'm a Cowboy fan, but I do it with the most miserable. This is coming from the most miserable part of me. Sorry, people. Not tonight. We sucked ass. Peace out.